breaking news out of New Haven, where investigators say a fire at a local mosque was set on purpose. The flames broke out yesterday afternoon at the House of Worship on Middletown Avenue, and that's where we find Channel 3 New Haven Bureau Chief Matt McFarland live there tonight. Matt.
Well, Aaron, other churches and synagogues locally have offered their worship spaces for these folks here to be able to continue their worship. And while members of the mosque are thankful, they say this is their home. It's a place they've been working on and renovating for years, only to see it go up in flames yesterday. Flames that investigators say were intentionally set.
Thank you.
The president of the Diyanet Mosque of New Haven declined to comment. The pain still too raw, the hurt too real for him and other members of their community after learning today someone set their house of worship on fire.
I find an attack like this is especially hurtful and hateful when you attack an institution for what people believe.
Huddled under umbrellas in the rain, Governor Ned Lamont met with mosque leaders and investigators today to offer his support during this holy season of Ramadan. According to investigators, the fire started on the first floor near the entrance, eventually spreading to the second floor. And while they won't get into specifics, we're told investigators found evidence that leads them to believe this fire was intentionally set.
Anytime there's an event like this or an incident in a house of worship anywhere in the United States, it triggers a response of both the ATF, the FBI, and state and local authorities.
Off-camera members tell us they started working on the mosque 10 years ago. And while they were still renovating it, they were getting close to finishing it. The mosque made news a few years ago when the city ordered it to stop working after it ruled the minarets were too tall for city ordinances. Last summer, they were shortened. Stephen Thompson lives next to the mosque and told us when he saw the fire, he was hoping they weren't targeted because of their faith.
They're very nice, friendly people. They come worship on Fridays, the men. And then this is now the holy season, so I'm hoping it's nothing of that nature.
And that's what state, local, and federal investigators are now trying to get to the bottom of.
To the community at large, every other house of worship, we are taking this very serious. We are working with our federal and state partners to make sure that there is no underlying issue to the greater community, to the greater religious community.
Now, the Connecticut chapter of the Council on American Islamic Relations, they will be holding a press conference at 6:30 here tonight. You can see members of the mosque, they are still gathered here at the scene. CARE, that Community on American Islamic Relations, the Connecticut chapter, they're also offering a $10,000 reward for information that leads to an arrest and a conviction for whomever is responsible, in addition to the reward that organization is offering. They also have the reward that's being offered by the city and the state. That's $2,500. So a lot of folks trying to get to the bottom of this, and they want someone to be held responsible for this. We're live with the mobile newsroom in New Haven. Matt McFarland, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.